Hi, my name is Mike LaChapelle, and today I'm going to be talking about platform-type business models. Now, platform business has become a staple of networks and marketplaces around the world. Now, this type of business is based on the idea of providing an infrastructure that brings two or more parties together and supports their interaction. And to better illustrate how platforms work, I'll use an example of a very successful social enterprise, KIVA. Now, this organization provides a way for people anywhere in the world to lend money to entrepreneurs in regions that lack financial or other resources. The most common form of the business strategy has a producer role that contributes something of value to the platform and a consumer role, adopting or purchasing that value. It's important to point out that these are roles, not individuals. As in the case of YouTube, the same person may be creating videos for others to watch while watching other people's videos. Now, all platform businesses are built on the interaction that happens between the two roles. These interactions are initiated by the exchange of information between the participants. What follows then is an exchange of money and good or service. Sometimes, however, the exchange of goods, services, or money can occur outside the platform. But in every case, the platform must be built on an exchange of information that initiates the transactions. Now, KIVA as a platform business begins with the provision of entrepreneurial profiles to potential funds providers. If the provider finds an entrepreneur they wish to support, then they provide funds through the platform. When the entrepreneur is successful to the point of being able to pay back the loan, the money comes back through the platform to the funds provider. Now, that person then has the option of investing again and restarting the cycle. So let's look at the business model that supports transactions and makes KIVA so successful. The first segment in this model is people, anywhere in the world, with available funds who want to invest in worthy entrepreneurs. In order to accomplish that job, they need a method by which to lend the money. Now, the key value proposition for that segment. All interactions happen through the web platform, KIVA.org. KIVA does not charge these funders for participating. In order to facilitate the transfer of money, KIVA took a lesson from eBay and partnered up with PayPal to provide that service. A key component to keeping investors engaged, part of their retention strategy, is to provide ongoing reports on business progress and repayment of the loans. For the entrepreneurs, the value of this platform is in receiving money through microloans. The loans and the transactions related to the loan are managed through the channel of local partners in the field. Thus, the local organizations handling and monitoring the loans are a key partner to this business. There is a cost for these entrepreneurs to participate in the form of interest on the loans they receive. An important aspect of this business, the interest is not retained by KIVA, but is paid to the local field partner as a cost of partnership. The principal of the loan is returned to the original funds provider. Another part of the retention strategy, KIVA does not return the loans as money, but as credits, on the hopes the provider will reinvest in another entrepreneur. The provider has the option of converting the credits into cash if they wish. Now, the key activities for KIVA are typical of a platform business. The most important of these is the development and management of the platform, KIVA.org. Identifying potential entrepreneurs and managing the transactions with them is done through the local partners. So screening and monitoring of partners is an important activity, and the integration of the local partners into KIVA's activities is critical to success. The platform itself is obviously a key resource of the business, providing the channel through which all the transactions happen. But another key resource for the business is the community of people who are lending the funds. KIVA relies very heavily on a network effect as their acquisition strategy. Current lenders bringing in new lenders. For example, I got involved in KIVA through a friend who had joined a lending group and then pulled me into that lending group. As well as the cost of paying the loan interest to the local field partner, KIVA's main cost centers include the administration around screening, monitoring, and managing the partnerships, and all the costs around maintaining and developing the platform infrastructure. Now, these are the key components of how KIVA operates a platform business, but it leaves us with one very important question. If the funders participate for free, and the loan interest is paid to local partners, then how does KIVA generate revenues to operate? Now, the transaction fee is one of the ways a platform business can generate revenue. But KIVA does not take any money from the loans, as they want 100% of the provided funds to go to the entrepreneurs. KIVA uses another common funding strategy for platforms: third-party funding. KIVA has a customer segment for funding: foundations and corporate funders. The job to be done for these segments is supporting social innovation and fulfilling their corporate social responsibilities. For these organizations, KIVA's value is in providing documented positive social impact and a positive CSR profile. For this, they receive annual grants and funding. The evidence that they need for funding comes through their retention strategy of tracking and reporting on projects. By collating and analyzing the data, they create a rich data store of delivery and results. They leverage that data in applying for annual and multi-year grants from the funding customer segments. This gives us the complete picture of KIVA's platform business model. And this is a great example of how a platform business is built and sustained.